everyone, Steph Pastore with Long Realty. I thought I would make today's video for sellers who are thinking about selling their house in this market. And they're wondering, why do I need an agent? Everyone's talking about how homes are selling so fast. They go before they even come on the market. There's buyers pounding on doors trying to get into a home. So why do I need an agent? And it's a fair question, and this video is going to explain why. The first reason is the internet. Everyone is looking on the internet for homes, and buyers are either finding the homes themselves on one of the websites that they like and sending it to their agent, or their agent is finding homes that are coming soon or about to be on the market and sending it to them. It's all happening online. If you are a FSBO, which is a for sale by owner, meaning you are selling your house all by yourself, your home is not going to be in the same places that it is for all the rest of us. So when you upload it yourself, there's really only one, maybe two websites it's gonna hit, besides maybe putting it on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. But the majority of the websites, like through Long Realty, Coldwell, our actual MLS, all of those are not gonna be a place where your home is ever gonna be visible. And that's the biggest thing, is visibility. You want as many buyers to see it so that to increase your chances of getting a full price or above asking price offer. And if you list a house with an agent, then it goes through the MLS so that every brokerage sees it and all their buyers see it at the same time. Next up is negotiating, scheduling, contracts, all that stuff that agents typically do would fall onto you. So you would have to negotiate with the other side. The other side's almost always going to have an agent, so you're going to be going up against another agent. You're going to be responsible for making sure all the contracts are filled out correctly, which is something you are liable for. These are legal contracts. Some states require attorneys to be involved for the contract portion. In Arizona, it's not. It's the real estate agents typically filling it out. So if you are doing it by yourself, you have the same liability without the experience of filling them out correctly. So really, in my opinion, because I do this for a living, it's to your benefit really to have someone to help explain it to you, to let you know if this offer is a good idea, to really read through all the pages of the contract to make sure there's no sort of loopholes or extra things that have been written in that you don't catch, so that you know if you're getting a good offer or not. Next is price. We all know there is one main website where everybody goes to, my husband included, to check the value of their house and what they think their house is worth. And it is always wrong. So it's really important to be able to price your house correctly, because if you price it too low, you don't have the added benefit of having 1,000 buyers see it, right? Because people are only going to see it from either your yard sign and from maybe the one or two websites it's on. You're not going to have open houses. You're not going to have marketing. There's not going to be flyers sent out and postcards and all the things we do. So you're going to have very few buyers to see it, which would increase the odds of there being a bidding war. So at least your home price would rise up to the correct sort of market price of it. So you run the risk of leaving money on the table by pricing it too low. By pricing it too high, the few people that do see it, the buyers you do manage to sort of capture, are never going to bother taking a look at it because it's priced too high and it's going to sit for a while. Of course, we all know the longer a house sits, the less value it holds in buyers' minds. They think there's something wrong with it. Why has it been on the market so long? And then again, you are more likely to then get a much lower offer than your house is worth. And so what it comes down to is that you want to save money. And we get that. We know a seller's objective is to usually make the most money possible. Sometimes it's as quickly as possible, so they're willing to leave money on the table. Sometimes they just need top dollar because you've got to buy a bigger house. Whatever the case may be, you need every penny out of your house for whatever it is you need to do with that money, whether it be get into your next house or whatever it is. So we understand that. But what you might not realize, being the seller, is that you are more likely to net more money at the end of a transaction if you use a real estate agent than if you don't. And that's for two reasons. The first reason is that, first of all, you're already going to have to pay the other side. So you might think you're saving half on commissions, but you're gonna have to pay the buyer's agent. If you say, well, I'm not gonna pay the buyer's agent, the buyer already has a real estate agent 9 times out of 10, and they don't want to have to pay their buyer's agent out of their pocket because they've already got to buy a house and put up the down payment and pay their closing costs. So they don't have an extra few percentage points to pay their real estate agent. So what are they going to do? Well, they're going to offer you less on the house to try to make up for it so that they can keep their agent. And so you're going to pay that fee one way or another. So assuming you're just going to pay the other side of that, you're also going to now be up against an experienced real estate agent who is going to know that they're up against a single seller, and they're going to be able to probably win successfully on negotiating for the best possible price for their buyer, which is going to be lower than what you want it for. And they're going to be able to negotiate for more repairs, more concessions, things like that. So when it's you up against another agent and you don't have anyone to sort of fall back on and ask questions to and to negotiate on your behalf, you are more likely to leave money on the table than if you just had someone representing you. And then the other reason why is if you have an agent, because we do all the pre-marketing and we do price your house right, and we do know what we're doing, which is why houses are selling so fast. We know there's a lot of buyers out there. We know how to get the information about your house out on the market. Having more buyers see your house increases the risk that you are going to sell your house fast. You are going to get the asking price for it, or you might even get a bidding war and get more than what you were asking for because so many people have seen it as soon as your house hits the market. So really, really, you will end up making more money using an agent and paying the commissions than if you try to go alone and end up on the wrong end of a negotiation that you didn't really have equal footing on, because we know exactly what we can ask for and how to really help our clients, which usually there's two of us going against each other, not going against each other. I don't want to use that. It's usually really friendly, but there's two agents who are sitting there trying to figure out what's best for our clients and how do we come to a meeting of the minds. And when there's not that other agent there, then really we're just kind of looking out for our buyer, and we're going to be able to successfully negotiate a really good deal for them. So what else? Let's see. Oh yeah, finally, remember that this has been the sort of structure for decades and decades. So when you're thinking of, oh, I don't know, I don't want to pay that extra commission, maybe I think I can just do it myself. Remember that our commissions are now built into prices of homes. Almost all homes are being bought and sold with realtors. Same goes for commercial property. So our commissions are already built in. It's not an extra fee. When you're on the buyer side, that's why you're paying X amount more, because our commissions are worked in there. So it does come out of your net proceeds at the end, but really it is not, it's not nearly as painful as you might think it might be. So that's it. The bottom line is, if you use a real estate agent, you are going to sell your house faster for more money, with less stress and less liability, because you're going to have us there with our expertise guiding you through the whole process and making sure you're not doing anything wrong and that you're getting the best possible deal you can. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please always feel free to give me a call, 520-444-8175. I'm Steph Pastore. Thanks.